Surprise, surprise. 2 uploads here. We didn't have a whatever Wednesday this past week, so we're doubling down on spin off Saturday, going more into that defense I was just talking about in the video earlier today with Baylor, the video yesterday with BYU, and I think I talked about a little bit about it in a video coming up on Monday, but essentially the double mabel or mabel defense that I ran throughout pretty much all of Madden 24. I don't think I ever really did much of a different defense. So I like this defense a lot. I've never really tried it in College Football 25. I have no idea how it's going to work in a game. I do know we used it just a little bit in yesterday's episode of BYU, and it worked pretty well against that guy's Michigan offense. Against anything else, I am not entirely sure how it's going to work, but I really want to test it out. I really want to see. So that's what we're going to do here today. Again, we're going to go into practice mode first, go over the setups of everything, which actually, fun fact for you, first episode I ever did on my channel, March 1st of this year, 2024, was how I set this play up in Madden 24 for Ultimate Team. Now we get to do it again, but in College Football 25, because there is something slightly different, and I'm not gonna show you the first video I ever did. It's not a good one. I promise you that. You can go look if you want, but it's not very good. But we'll stick with this one. Go over the 6-1, cover 4 from BYU's playbook. 4-3, we're gonna go over once, go to even 6-1. So with this formation, we are doing different substitutions here on defense compared to what we usually do. What we want to do, I'll just show you guys in here. Of course, there's 4 down linemen, then you have your outside linebackers on each edge and a middle linebacker in the middle. What we want to make sure we have is our fastest outside linebackers being the 2 actual outside linebackers. So I think for us that's already set, but the big change we're going to make here is going to be on the defensive line. We don't want any defensive ends in the game. We want these to be linebackers. Then any good defensive ends we can just put in at D tackle. So let's go into our depth chart and make these changes here. So we're going to go look. So first we just look at left end. Okay, so this baddie is definitely somebody we're going to move him to be a D tackle. So we want him in the game, but he's only 77 speed, and with his abilities, we want him rushing the passer all the time. This is why we're changing and putting linebackers in, because they're not always going to be rushing the passer. So baddie we would keep in. Right end, is there anyone we care about? No, not really. I mean, we could still keep this Asiata in with 80 speed at 6'3". Height is going to be important too. Height's going to be important at all of our linebacker spots. So we could keep that Asiata in as a defensive end. Defensive tackles, we really just are looking for one because we already know that defensive end is going to go over. Baddie is going to become a defensive tackle. We don't need to do that in this screen though, because that's not actually going to affect anything. Outside linebackers. So what we want, so Glasgow, we like that he's 6'5", but I mean that's 1 speed difference. I think, well, you can't go too wrong with either one of these two, Glasgow or Kafusi being your starting linebacker. Then the other one is probably going to play defensive end. They both got really good size. I think Glasgow's going to work better as the defensive end because he is a power rusher. So he's not always going to be dropping back into coverage. He's not always going to be rushing the passer. So it is good to still have some passing tendencies. So I actually think we're going to put some pass rush tendencies. So I think Kafusi's actually going to be our left outside linebacker. Middle linebacker, Taggart, perfect. He's a little short, but I mean, that's a pretty minor nitpick there. For a guy with 87 speed, knockout and wrap up, that's fantastic. Right outside linebacker, Kelly, awesome. 87 speed, really, really good. 6'2", we like that a ton. So then the changes we're going to have to make are going to be down at rush ends and rush tackles. So we are going to put in, baddie is not going to be our rush left end. It is going to be, so we put Kafusi in as our actual linebacker. So Glasgow is actually going to be our rush left end. So now we have a 6'5" power rusher at left end. At rush right end, we do not want him in here. We can put in, who do we want to put in here? Moa would be fine, 6'2". Yeah, Moa's fine. Yeah, we'll just put a Moa in as our rush right end. Rush D tackle, this is where we're going to put baddie. And, I mean, second one doesn't really matter. If we had another, like, inside disruptor, outside disruptor, grip breaker, or anything like that, we'd put them at rush D tackle. So, okay, I think that should have us all set here. Cornerbacks, of course, in a 6-1 defense, we're only going to be playing 2 cornerbacks, actually. So we do need to change this. I want speed out there. But Robinson is so good. No, Robinson, that's right. I already actually looked this over. Robinson's going to come out at corner. It's going to be our 296 speed corners. So McKenzie and Johnson are going to be our two corners. Free safety, you're going to be out for Harper with 91 speed. And then strong safety, this is where Robinson's going to go. House call, ball hawk, and knockout is going to be our strong safety. So that is going to be the changes we make on defense. And then coach adjustments. Usually we don't do coach adjustments, but in 6-1 cover 4, we will be. We are going to be setting our flats. So these are blue zones, hard flats, cloud flats, things like that. I think cloud flats might still match, but no, with zone drops I shouldn't. Any light blue zone, that's going to be these are going to be. Usually I'll start at 20, and then we can adjust depending on what the opponent is doing. Curl flats going to be your purple zones. Those are going to be set on 0. Hooks I keep on default for now. It doesn't really actually have much of an effect on anything. Hooks, you don't have to change those because our user is the only one in a hook on this play typically. The defensive ends, they'll go into hooks occasionally. So depending if they're really hitting you over the middle with something, you can change that too, but I keep that on default to start. So flats 20, curl flats 0, hooks on default. 6-1, cover 4. So now the big difference between this game and last game, with your zone drop set, it should not match. But it is set as a match play. Versus Madden 24, you had to turn match on or off. Here, it's automatically going to match. Zone drops should turn that off. But I'm still going to come out and shade over the top just to be sure. So we're going to call cover 4. They'll go into a random thing. So I like to come out and pinch the line right away. Okay? We're going to be using the middle linebacker, Taggart. So again, I'm going to shade over the top, so they're going to be in curl flats. So now those purple zones are going to be set on 0 yards. They're pretty much just going to crab walk all the way to that sideline. And then from here, there's a lot of things we can do from here. So right now, it's just a cover 4 with 0-yard flats. That whole middle is going to be wide open on the sidelines. What I like to do is, I would typically probably do this on the bunch side or all over the field. We take our outside corners, double tap Y, hit your outside corner, in this case B for Johnson, left on the left stick, put him in a hard flat. Okay, so now he is going to be backing up to that 20-yard drop. Now that inside quarter we have on the safety, we don't want that because that whole deep right is going to be wide open. So we put him in a deep half. Double tap A, double tap Y, A, up on the left stick. Now he's in a deep half. Essentially, we made a cover 9 out of this, but we have a 0-yard flat here. We have a 20-yard flat here. We have a deep half here. That whole right sideline can't throw over there. Can't do it. Then you could do it on both sides too if you really wanted. This formation I probably would, just because of any crossing routes coming from right to left. And then the last thing I like to do in certain instances, I don't always do this. Oh, this actually didn't set up right. Whatever. In certain instances, I actually will probably do this more often than not because it's a great way to catch people off guard, is you actually drop your defensive end who's on the side of the halfback into a hook. So double tap left on the D-pad. This would be B, and then down on the left stick. So now he's going to drop into a vert hook and watch any quick slants or anything coming this way. Fantastic way to catch people off guard, and you can get a lot of interceptions with your defensive ends, at least in Madden 24. I should stress that. At least in Madden 24. And then to help, well, I don't know what our D tackle over here is doing, but then to help your pass rush get into is there you go, he fixed himself. Is you could blitz your user and get in the pass rush spot, so then the computer thinks you're still rushing 4 when you're actually rushing 3, but that should still help get some pressure. The only thing is now we can't switch stick, which can be kind of tough. But that's going to be our general setup of the play here. Let's just let this one rock and see how it does. Of course it's a run. Of course it's a run. That pinch D-line should do a decent job against it though. So pinch our D-line. Then we decide, okay, which side do we want to set our flats on? I mean, this one, I'd probably do both again. Then drop that defensive end back. So that's how the play looks. I mean, I think overall it is a good defense, but they have to be playing a pretty specific way that a lot of people played in Madden 24 that I haven't typically noticed too much in this game, where they attack the sidelines a lot of corners, flood concepts, things like that. But I don't know, overall I still like the looks of it a lot. I still think this is going to be a really good defense. So I'm excited to try it out. Not a lot of teams have 6-1, so it can be kind of hard to find. So I was pretty excited when I saw BYU had it, and we got to try a full game with it and see how it does. Stop running the ball. The 0-yard flat actually went underneath the RPO. It is good RPO defense too, as long as you get yourself as the read key and everything. So against like this is gonna be bad. I don't like the looks of this. And Yeah. I mean, it's going to guard the RPOs a little bit better because that guy's just going to stay on 0 yards, so he's going to stay right there. But he should be able to run this pretty easily. But they're not going to. See, then there's that vert hook. We caught that. Okay. But yeah, that is going to be the general setup of it here. And we are just going to have to see how it does. So, like, in this instance, our user is going to be, we're going to have to watch, like, this number 5, if he comes on a slant. Anybody coming from right to left in this formation, we're going to have to watch as they go over the middle. So, over the middle is going to be our big weak point of this defense, for sure. See, now I didn't turn myself into the read key there. Yeah, over the middle is the big weak spot of this defense, which it seems like in this game, more people go over the middle. But there's only one way for us to find out, right? Get into a game and check it out. So BYU, the 6-1 cover 4. Well, Batty shouldn't have been in that spot anyway. But yeah, BYU, 6-1 cover 4. Let's get into a game and see how the defense actually works. Hey guys, just jumping in here with a really quick note before we get into the game. I realize now when I'm editing it, I did forget to set my zone drops until in the second half. I'll just say that. But we are keeping this game. I'm still going to upload it because I do think it is a very good example of this defense, what it can do. Even without the zone drops, I would still recommend putting them on if you can remember, unlike I did. But overall, it's still a good example of this defense, so hope you guys enjoy. Now, as usual, this is the point in the video. I'd like to remind you guys, if you could, do me a huge favor, just hit that like button right down below. Drop a comment. What defense do you run in College Football 25? What I like about this game is it seems like there's just so many decent options out there that you could run a lot of different schemes on defense if you want, or on offense. That's what makes this game great. And, of course, subscribe to the channel. It all does help a ton. I would greatly appreciate it. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Well, it'll be a test for the defense. Luckily, this isn't a redemption or anything. We don't actually need to win. But it'll be a test for the defense. Okay, BYU, Alabama. And I will note, too, before we actually get into this game, a big thing about how this defense is going to work is going to be depending on who you're playing against. So, obviously, if you're going against somebody who loves throwing those corner routes, attacking sidelines, this is going to be a great defense. If we go to somebody who's going to be attacking the middle, which hopefully this guy isn't, this could be a long game for us, but it's going to be the only defense we call. We are just going to try it out and see how it goes. Alright, I think we got this set up right. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, the runs are definitely going to be tough. At least out of the 6-1 with those down linemen and pinched, it might not be as bad, but we'll see. We will see how it goes. Get down here with Taggart. Right? Taggart's the guy we want in there. Yeah, it is. Oh, see, like our defensive tackle almost got in there. We got so many guys almost in there. Oh my gosh. That's just going against Alabama. That's all that was. That is just going against Alabama. We were in there. We should have had him 3 different times. But that's just going against Bama. Okay, so he is coming out. I mean, this is zone, though. With a single high safety, I think this is zone. It might just be man, but we can just hit our halfback right in that little gap. See, again, that single high safety just gives away what defense you're in if you're coming out in double mug. So you gotta change that if you're interested in whatever reason of running double mug. Well, he's in something else now. He's not in double mug at least. I don't know what he's in here. Oh, get out of there, buddy. Get down. Okay. So it was just match. Okay. Do I have the right guys out here? Need Roberts, Kingston, Davis, and Epps. Roberts, Davis. Oh, we have a tight end in there. Ah, that stinks. Yeah, we don't love having the tight end in there. But we'll make do. We'll actually throw it to him. Sure. We'll give him the rock a little bit. We'll put Epps, I guess, on a drag. He is using the defensive line, huh? No, stay in bounds, buddy. You got so much room over there. You gotta stay in bounds there, bud. Yeah, we're just kind of mixing different spread stuff here. Flanker dig with spread half, or some of the spread halfback weak. Yeah, I think we can just kind of keep this as is. I threw that way too late. Thank you for hanging on to that. I threw that way too late. We had that pocket wide open. Ah, those are frustrating. It's like, it's wide open, just take it, man. What is he taking that guy out there for? Just left that wide open. Okay. That's a bold strategy. That was certainly a bold strategy, taking a slot corner just out of the play there. I guess I hadn't really thrown an out route yet. It's been a lot of like drags and just little quick underneath things. We'll take our little out route to our halfback that time. Juke him out there too. Juke him out there too, Martin. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Do we got time? We only have... I was hoping we had inside zone. We have a read option, though. Can we get this snapped? No. Okay. End of the first. First and goal at the 3, though. His touchdown was so fluky, though. So fluky. It's not a good test for the defense to go against that kind of stuff. We're just going to go in inside zone. Yeah. I thought we had a little more room than that. It looked pretty good at first. We just go inside cross now. Yep, just right over the middle. I mean, pretty easy drive there for BYU, all things considered. We'll take it. Now, hopefully, our I mean, those runs we were in there on, it's just we got to make those tackles is the big thing. If we can make those tackles, we might have a shot here. I'm hoping he throws a little bit. I want to test this pass defense. And can't really blame Alabama for running the ball too much. And, you know, it took him, what, 2 runs to score? I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out and does it some more. He's in trips. Oh, I messed something up there. Oh, I really messed something up there. Okay, I think we're good. We'll set up on both sides. Drop him back. Get over here with Taggart. What are we doing here? Just delay a game. Okay. Trips halfback weak. We're going to stay in it. We are going to stay in it. See how it does. I think we're going to do kind of a cover 9 here. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Moa. Thank you, Moa. If you got a catch out of that, that would have been preposterous. Thank you so much, Moa. Oh my goodness. Single high safety. I think it's probably cover 3 again. He's taking that Sab kind of out of the way. Oh, look at that blocking. Look at that blocking, boys. Was that man? No, it was cover 3 hard. Oh, cover 3 hard flat. Okay, okay, okay. We'll go back to our weak spread here. We had A so wide open. We had A so wide open on that. Okay, so if he's just been calling cover 3, again, it's going to be getting the time for stuff to get open is going to be our big concern. I just don't know if we're going to get the time to get stuff open. But if he's, hopefully he's usering, yes, he is. Okay. We needed that to clear a little. We just needed that to clear. No, we're definitely going for it. He's still just in cover 3 hard flat. Just, are we going to get time to hit A on this? I don't know. Because we need the running back over there to try to buy us a little bit of time. I had it. What was that pump fake? Believe it or not, I did not mean to pump fake there. I did not mean to pump fake there. Yeah, and he got us with the cover 2. He got us with the cover 2. Maybe I do need to keep... run it more like a cover 6, maybe. That was part of the stuff I definitely wanted to look at, so that is good to know. I just don't know if those deep halves are going to be playing that well enough for us to be able to actually do that. Okay, so I'm going to assume he's still in that cover 3 hard flat. Just secure catch it. Hang on to it. Yes, he was. So, yeah, if he's going to stay in that, floods, things like that are going to work super, super well. Just attack those kind of intermediate. Something like that, you know. And if we have time, we should have A. Or we'll just hit our halfback again out of the backfield. So he's just taking that slot corner and just totally abandoning that area. And just sitting in cover 3 hard flat. But if we have time, I'm just trying to set this up to go to Martin. Good throw. Good throw there, buddy. Good throw there, buddy. We're just setting that up to go to Martin because he's just sitting in cover 3 hard flat. So we're just going to go to those intermediate little zones. We'll go back to Martin. Caught him mid-shift there. Superman dive your way over the top of the pile there, Martin. So we've given up 2 big touchdowns, but we've answered back. We're fighting with BYU. I think we got to switch to do more of a cover 6 until he shows us he's going to do some floods on the strong side of the formation. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to set up kind of like that. Honestly, what else I could have done is put a just click on. Thank you, Mackenzie. That's the nice thing about BYU is we have 96 speed outside corners. I could have put a hard flat on that side too, so that it was a 20-yard zone or whatever on the same side. I think that would have made sense. Just leaves the halfback right over the middle. We will take that. Find your way in there. Martin is just killing him on these passes. He is just absolutely killing him. He went to a cover 6 that time. So I think I like that idea. Now it kind of looks like press man. Get that. Oh, we had the tight end on that post. We had the tight end. It was just 2-man under. Yeah, no surprise there. We had that tight end post. Oh, see, now he's back in cover 3. Dang it. I mean, if he's cover 3 hard flat, we should still have A. We'll see if we can get this zig. Just secure catch. Perfect. Yeah, he was back in cover 3 hard flat. Just leaves those wide open. Now he's back in man. Now he is back in man. So we're really just going to look for the zig on Davis. He's 97 speed. He got down there and helped out with his user quite a bit, so we'll just hit the tight end on the crosser over the middle and just run in for a BYU touchdown. 13 for 15 for 219. This turned into a BYU offensive video, but the defense did get us that turnover by keeping going with a cover 6 on that play instead of going to the full cover 2. Just saying. Wing trips weak. I'm not sure what to expect here. I'm going to be not pinching our line, though, and we're keeping. That's why we like having speed over there. Maybe I think I'm actually going to keep cover 4, but now we're going to hard flat these guys. At least on one side. Get in front of that man. Get in front of that man. But yeah, then we hard flat those outside guys, so they're backing up to 25 yards, and if he wants to take the flats, he can. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Okay. And drop him back too. So they're in hard flats, but they're dropping back to 25 yards. Okay, we'll just take it to halftime anyway. So we gave up 2 big plays, but we did get 1 turnover. Luckily, our BYU offense has been working pretty dang well here too, and it's our ball, even better. He might come out an onside kick here. Yep, he is. But yeah, defense came through when we needed him to. Got that turnover. Almost had another one on that last play. We got there and swatted that down. Who got that? We did. Okay. Good thing I sprinted over there to help out. Jeez, guys. All right, should we run a little bit maybe? What? We have inside cross, read option. Oh, I don't like all go on there. Let's get... I should have done this earlier. Okay, so now he's got 2 high safeties, but his outside corners aren't pressed, so I don't think it's 2-man under. So I'm going to see if we can't get a little run going there. Yeah, not really. Yeah, it was cover 6. Okay. This spread flex formation is so good. Now, single high safety is going to be cover 3 hard flats again. It was. So if it's single high safety, that's been the only thing he's been calling. That's been it. Okay, so we have Y cross flood. Okay. So that'll be good against his cover 3 hard flat. Which we're presuming this is. So we are going to go to cross flood. Put a corner out over here on Davis. And I'm going to drag our tight end here too. Yeah, then he just abandoned the middle, so we'll just take our tight end. He was too concerned about that corner route. Leaves that. Cover 3 hard flat. Yep. Surprise, surprise. The Z spot should be pretty good too, because then we can just streak over on the outside there. And then we have a flood going over there on the right. We can maybe hit Hill. We'll see, maybe we can hit Davis here too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Whoop. I tried to get a little fancy with him there. Okay, that was actually cover 1. That was a man coverage, which is the first time we've seen that with a single high safety. So now we know that's possible for him to do. Looks like the tell for that is that slot corner. So that slot corner on the left, now he's coming out pressed, which I don't believe he was doing on cover 3. Let's see. Yeah. Nope, that was the man coverage again. That's why we put our 97 speed halfback out as our slot receiver. You can't. It's just like our earlier video with Baylor. You cannot run man coverage against some of these teams, man. You just can't. See, now the slot corner's backed up. Everybody's backed up. I bet this is cover 6. I'm going to... I'll go to inside cross, but I would bet this is cover 6. This guy hasn't really been mixing up his coverages a whole heck of a lot. And match coverages, the flats are going to... Oh, it's cover 2. Okay, that's our first time seeing cover 2. Good for you. Now, he is doing a decent job mixing up his coverages. It's just he's not changing his shell, so that's kind of giving away a lot of what his play is. So it's making it a little bit easier on us. Down here is going to be tough, though. Down here is for sure going to be tough. I got to try to get... That zig to Davis, maybe. The slant to Epps. I kind of want to put maybe just like a curl on our halfback. That's kind of conflict with that slant. You know what? We're going to let it rock. We're going to go with it. We had it. Dang it, we had it. I just really didn't want to force anything in this situation when we can kick a field goal and get up by 2. But I think, or 2 scores. But I think we had that. I think we could have fit one in there, but why take the risk when we're up by 7? A field goal gets us up by 10. Let's just, no need. No need. And I am going to do cover 4. I'm going to keep the cover 4. And I'm going to hard flat. Oh, I did that wrong. Oh, no, I didn't. Hard flat. Okay. And you're going to have to show me you're going to take the flats. So he hasn't done it once. He just keeps trying to go deep. So we're shader over the top, keeping cover 4. We have those 20-yard blue zones, and then a vert hook on the defensive end. That's going to be our defense until he starts actually taking some checkdowns and going underneath. Defense comes through again. A couple shaky plays there in the beginning, but this defense has started to show up for us a little bit here at the end of this game, the second half now. It was those 2 plays. Those 2 plays killed us. Okay, so he's got the 2 high, no press. This is either cover 2 or cover 6. That flat route, man. It had to have been cover 2. That was a cloud flat out there. Yeah, because he was following the streak, which opened up the flat. I guess I just didn't throw it. I had to throw that sooner. This is going to be the same concept, kind of. So it looks like he's in the same defense, probably. Just get it to him where he can run a little bit. Nah, see, that's just not working. It's clearing out the zone. It was cover 2. It is clearing out the zone, but not enough. Okay, so if he's still in cover 2, we're hoping he... Okay, end of the third. Never mind. But essentially, we're going to hope he's still in cover 2. We're going to streak our 2 outside receivers. We're going to have a post on our slot receiver. Then it depends who he's using. I haven't really noticed I haven't been paying attention to who he's been using. But that is going to be the plan. It's just something like, yeah, I mean, we could just do double post. Streak the outside. Block our halfback. And kind of get those deep safeties in a bit of a predicament. Or if we have time, maybe we can hit A. It's going to be time is going to be the issue. There we go. Bad ball, though. I mean, let's go for it. Why not? That was cover 9, but it's the same idea. Dang, that worked so well. That worked so well. Yeah, we might as well go for 2. Okay, so he's in cover 3. He's got the single high safety up there. I tried to click on and Y aggressive catch that and get underneath. Because I should have shortened that corner out is really what I should have done. So I could have thrown that a little bit quicker. And then yeah, I tried to click on and mash A and that didn't work. Yeah, we're going to do the same setup. Shade over the top. Hard flats. Drop the defensive end over the halfback. You got to show me your intake checkdowns. They still matched. They 100% must have still matched on that. Oh, these are still... How those... What? Why are those on default? Does that reset at the end of the quarter or something? Those Huh. Okay. So they... Whatever. Same concept here, though. So we have 20-yard flats can be on the outsides. That was just bizarre. Then you just snap running with Milrow. Yep, okay. Then down in here in the red zone, I will adjust my drops. I guess make sure to check your drops after halftime. So it's definitely reset. So it's at the 15 now because he's just taking delay games. He might take another one. This might be the end of the game. I don't know. But we're going to have 5-yard curl flats, 15-yard flats at the 15-yard line. If we play another snap here, this might just be it. Well, now if we call play from the 20, we're going to change our flats to 20 yards. It's kind of on the goal line. Oh, we are calling a play. So now they should all be on 20 yards. So they should all back up to the goal line. Yep. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. 3 turnovers now for this defense. I don't know, man. I think I kind of like it. The only thing is it is a lot of adjustments and things that you have to get down, and you have to be able to kind of look at his play quickly, like his formation quickly, and decide what you want to do. But I don't know. I think I kind of like it. And a problem is not a lot of teams have 6-1, and you do need a decent squad to be able to actually do it in a decent fashion. Because you need, good fast linebackers, people you can put in at a bunch of different places. He is just not there. His user was just standing still. First down BYU. Yeah, I think he has just walked away at this point. I don't think he is playing anymore. We just had the whole clock run down before a play was called there. So we'll just take that. We turn shoe clock on, and we are just going to try to get out of here. Over 300 yards passing against Alabama. I don't know the last time I got 300 yards passing. It's had to have been a while. But yeah, overall thoughts on this defense. I do like it. Even so early on, yeah, he had that big touchdown run. He shouldn't have. That was just because he was Bama and we were BYU. We were in there. We had like 3 guys that could have tackled that play. Once we started adjusting to more of what he was doing, we shut him down pretty good. So, we got to be pretty happy with what we saw here. From the squad from BYU. I think we can just run out the clock here. I don't think he's actually playing anymore. I think we can just run inside zone and just let this clock run. Excellent. Hey. So yeah, the guy was Bama and he wasn't the best. But still, it's Bama, you know? It's never a freebie when you're going against a team like Alabama. So that we were able to force 3 turnovers. I mean, defense stepped up when we needed them to. It looked kind of rough there at the beginning, gave up, and it was really only 2 big plays. He never had a drive on our defense, which I think is the sign of a pretty good defense. So this is definitely one we're going to keep in mind if we have any more teams with 6-1 coming up in Campus Tour. I honestly don't even know. I don't know where to look up what defensive playbooks teams have. But this is definitely something we're going to run a little bit more if we have the chance. Oh, he's back. Welcome back, buddy. Yeah, when we have the chance to, it's definitely something I'm going to be interested in running quite a bit more. The old Madden defense. Alright, see if we can't just get this first down. Oh, yeah. And he doesn't even fumble. And he doesn't even fumble. That will do it for this one. The 6-1 cover 4. I liked what I saw. And BYU's offense, of course, I like what I saw. BYU's way too good to be a Tier 4 team. But we will take our win against Alabama. 6-1 gets us 3 turnovers. We end up winning by 10 points. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I will see you next time. Until then, take it easy.